power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Greetings, everybody. I am the Starving Martian, and with the unfortunate passing of Stan Lee just recently, I really wanted to do something Marvel related on this channel, and so I dug this bad boy out. This, of course, is the Dr. Octopus grabber claw from the Spider-Man 2 movie. This is a massive toy. I measured it about 19 inches in length, and it is designed off of the tentacle that is attached to poor Otto Octavius. Obviously just one of four in the movie. It's got the movie design, which we'll look at the detailing in a little bit, and it's just a really, really fun piece. It's basically just a slightly advanced version of those grabber claw picker upper things you see like in the discount stores for the kids, but designed to look like Dr. Octopus's tentacle with the three grabby bits at the end here. And you can see the base of this thing is ribbed, just like in the movie, and is a little bit flexible. You can see as I run my finger under it, it makes the spines kind of come up and down, which is a pretty cool detail. Slightly, you can see a little bit of detailing inside of there, which is always nice. Now here's the end, or the tip. And I'm going to probably have to pull the camera back a bit, but I'll let you see the inside of the claw, which is, again, is detailed. So you can see all the little mechanical bits inside of the pinchers, which in the movie extend themselves and become even smaller mechanical bits. Obviously, that's not going to happen with this. But these tips here, by the way, the very tip of the thing is made out of rubber, which gives it a good grip when you're actually picking stuff up. The underbelly of it is a little ugly, I'm not going to lie. It's a little bit hollow in here. And you can see the tube running down where the little metal rod is that makes the bits open and close. But aside from that, if you're just looking at it from the side or the top, it's a really, really nice looking piece. Now the end of the unit, come on, is this bit here that is on a little bit of a hinge. Yeah, see it better that way. And so your hand is going to be underneath there so nobody sees your hands as you're operating it, which is kind of cool. And it does look a little bit like the base of the tentacle in the movie, the part that would connect into his back. Of course, at 19 inches, it is much, much shorter than an actual Dr. Octopus tentacle would be, but I'm not really expecting anything life-size from a toy. And plus, this is for kids. Like I said, it is a toy. This is the handle that you would pull, and the molding for it for the fingertips is a little bit small. I'm able to get my fingers in there, but I don't have exceptionally large hands, and I imagine some people would have a harder time. But even if you could just get one finger, you know, in the bigger section on the bottom, underneath the pole, you know, it'd still be able to pull that with no real trouble at all. So here's what it looks like with the claws closed. Very squid-like, I think, even though it's a Dr. Octopus toy. And with them open fully, it stands on its own reasonably well. It's got a good tripod effect going there. And there's actually a number of things you could do with this. One of the things I like about this thing, mostly I just keep it hanging on a hook on my wall, looking cool. But if you're in the mood to play around, there's a number of things you can actually do with this. You can, for example, pretend that you're the good doctor himself. Check this out. Ah, so this is the famous alien symbiote that I have heard so much about. Does not look like much to me, but some experimentation is in order. So you got that going on. It's also got some practical uses. You would drop your keys behind your couch. No longer a problem. I've actually had to do this, and it works pretty well. Extend your reach, and it's thinner than my arm, so I'm able to get into spots I would normally have a hard time getting at. You can just go crazy and be silly with the thing. The claw! I have been chosen! So you got that going on. Or, naturally, you could just use it to pummel your number one enemy. Help me! Take that, Spiderman! And that! And that! Boom. I think this would be a fantastic toy for any Spider-Man fan. For any kid, I think they'd enjoy themselves with this. Unfortunately, you're going to have a hard time finding one for the Spidey fan in your life. And here's why. I picked this sucker up at a thrift store. It cost $5 there. And I remember feeling kind of ripped off. I was a little bit upset at the place. Like, $5 for a used toy? Really, guys? But it was just too cool to pass up, and I had to bring it home. Now, turns out I got an amazing, spectacular deal because I've looked this thing up on eBay, and honestly, it goes for like $100 plus on eBay, used. I've never seen a new sample, not even a picture of one, so I don't know if it came in a box. I suspect it just came with a cardboard tag on it someplace, but I don't know what it looked like new, but just used, they go for over $100, and that's ridiculous. That's too much to pay for this thing. Personally, I'd pay $20, maybe $30 at the highest. I got away with $5, and I'm happy for that. But if you absolutely positively must have a Dr. Octopus working tentacle in your collection, well, now you know where to go about getting one. So, gang, this has been the Starving Martian, and I can't really think of anything else to say on the topic other than that a few weeks ago I reviewed a Spider-Man comic, and I mentioned that the Hobgoblin was my second favorite Spider-Man villain, and yes, Dr. Octopus, the main man himself, is my number one Spidey bad guy. So it's one of the reasons I shelled out the $5 for this thing, because it has everything to it that a Dr. Octopus tentacle gripper claw should have. The only thing it's lacking, of course, is the inhibitor chip, but so far that hasn't given me any real problems. So this is... What? You mean rob a bank to buy more comic books to review? But no, that's... Yeah, but that's wrong. It's illegal. They can't... Well, you're right. The real crime would be not having these things to show off to the YouTube public. Oh, I see. Okay. Hey, this has been the Starving Martian, saying watch this, guys, as always. Hey, I gotta go. I got things to do. Bye.